Hello, my topic is microprocessor. Let me introduce myself. I am Kshitij Deshpande from Mechanical Branch, uh, Division E, roll number E18. Contents that will be discussed today are what is a microprocessor, how does a microprocessor work, benefits of a microprocessor, how a microprocessor was a turning point for a modern computing. So, what is a microprocessor? A microprocessor is a computer processor where the data processing and logic and control is included on a single integrated circuit. The microprocessor is a central unit of a computer system that performs arithmetic and logic operations, which generally include adding, subtracting, transferring numbers from one area to other, and comparing two numbers. It's often known simply as a microprocessor, a central processing unit, or as a logic chip. It's essentially the engine or the brain of a computer that goes into the motion when the computer is switched on. It's a programmable multi-purpose device that incorporates the function of a central processing unit on an integrated circuit. Working of a microprocessor. A processor is a brain of a computer which basically contains arithmetic and logical unit ALU, control unit and a register array. The name indicates ALU perform all the arithmetic and the logical operation on the data received from the input devices or memory. The register array consists of series of register, accumulator A, B, C, D, etc., which acts as a temporary access for memory locations for processing data. So basically, a microprocessor takes input from the input devices, processes it as per the instruction given in the memory, and produces its output. Common terms: instruction set. An instruction set is the group of commands that a microprocessor can understand. So the instruction set is an interface between a hardware and a software. Instruction set commands the processor to the switch relevant transistor for doing some processing in data. For example, add A, comma B semicolon is used to add two numbers stored in the register array. Common terms: bus. A bus is a set of conductor intent to transmit data. It data, address, or control information to different elements in a microprocessor. Usually, a microprocessor will have three types of buses: data bus or a control bus and a address bus. A 8-bit processor will be using a 8-bit wide bus. A-check memory. A-check memory is a random access memory that is integrated into a processor, so the processor can access the memory in HX, access the memory more quickly than from the regular RAM. It's also known as the CPU memory. HX memory is used to store data or instructions that are frequently referenced by the software program during the operation. So it will increase the overall speed of the operation. Clock speed. The processor uses clock signal to control the rate of the instructions are executed. Synchronize other internal components to control the data transfer between them. So the clock speed refers to the speed at which the microprocessor executes instruction. It is usually measured in hertz and are expressed in megahertz or gigahertz, etc. Advantages of a microprocessor: low cost. The microprocessors are available to a low cost due to integrated circuit technology, which reduces the cost of the computer system. High speed. A microprocessor chip can work at a very high speed due to the technology involved in it. It's capable of executing millions of instructions per second. Small size. Due to very large and ultra large integration technology, a microprocessor is fabricated in a very less footprint. This reduces the size of the entire computer system. Advantages: versatility. Microprocessors are very versatile. The same chip can be used for a number of applications by simply changing the program. Less heat generation. Compared to the vacuum tube devices, semiconductors don't emit don't emit that much heat. More portable and reliable devices or computer system made up with microprocessor can be portable due to the small size and low power consumption. Microprocessors are very reliable. Failure rate is very less as semiconductor technology is used. Low power consumption. Microprocessors are usually manufactured using metallic oxide semiconductor technology in which MOSFETs metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistors are working in a saturation and cut off the modes. The most power consumption is very low as compared to others. Modern computing CPUs used to be enormous. It wasn't until 1960s the designers were attempting to integrate the functions of a CPU into a microprocessor units. It was a successful development of the microprocessor that led to a home computer. General purpose of microprocessors are what allows us computer to be used by text editing, multimedia display, computing, and communication over the internet because how fast, small, and energy efficient they are. They have been integral to develop everyday technology, including appliances, smartphones, and many more. Since the microprocessor basically changed the world, it's worth understanding what it's and how it's functional. Examples of some microprocessor: Intel 404004, the first microprocessor; Intel 8085 and its family, which is used to study the basics of microprocessor, and nowadays Intel Core i5 and AMD Ryzen series. So, uh, thank you.